Hello and welcome to another River City gaming video here. Today we're going to look at the Dark of Mirkwood scenario pack in the Lord of the Rings The Living Card game. So in this scenario pack it features two scenarios. We're going to play the first one today. The scenario is called The Oath, which is the first scenario in the pack. So that's what we're going to be playing today. We'll get to that in a second. My three heroes that I'm going to play with today. The first one is going to be Aragorn. So he's Sentinel, which doesn't really apply in a one-player game. But Sentinel means that you could defend for another player if you were playing a two-player game. But his unique ability is after Aragorn commits to a quest, spend one resource from his resource pool to ready him. So that's going to be a nice little bonus that we have there. My second hero is Eowyn. She discards one card from your hand to give Eowyn +1 quest until the end of the phase. This effect might be triggered by each player, so since there's only me, I can only take that, but I can discard a card to add more questing points, so she has more willpower. And then we have Dunhir, which Dunhir can target enemies in the staging area when he attacks alone. When doing so, he gets +1 attack for this. So those are my three starting heroes for my mini campaign here that I'm going to play. So in The Oath, so you are playing campaign mode. Woohoo! So setup, each player chooses one adaptation. We will go over those in a second, and attaches it to one of their heroes. Shuffle the Stalking Goblin Burden enemy into the encounter deck. Add Stalking Goblin and each attached adaptation to the campaign pool. So, in our encounter deck here, I put the Stalking Goblin in here, I think. Let's check here. Yep, right here. So this bad boy, the Stalking Goblin. He's kind of a mess. Forced, after Stalking Goblin engages you, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and your collection in that order for a Goblin Sniper and add it to the staging area and then shuffle the deck. So he's going to bring out the dreaded Goblin Snipers that we don't really like. So we're going to go ahead and give this a nice little shuffle here. So in this campaign that we play here, it's going to be a mini 2 scenario campaign. So with the revised core set, you can either play the 3 scenarios in the revised core set as a campaign separately, and then play this separately, which we are doing. Or you can kind of combine the 5 scenarios from the 3 from the revised core set and then the 2 from the Dark of Mirkwood scenario pack here into like a big 5 campaign. But we're just going to do 2 separate campaigns. Going to run the Dark of Mirkwood campaign by itself. So this is just going to be a mini 2 scenario campaign. So everything in my previous campaign is restarted, and we will just do the mini campaign here. Alright. That seems good there. Alright. So, at the end of each round, place 1 resource token on this card. So we'll have to remember to do that because that's kind of a unique thing. So the first thing we have to pick is one of these adaptations here. So there's 4 of them. I have 2 spirit heroes, and I have 1 leadership hero. So let's see if we can find something that's going to help us here. So the first one we have is the Secret of Leadership. So setup, attached to a hero, the attached hero gains the leadership resource icon. Spend 1 resource from the attached hero's resource pool to ready him. Limit once per campaign. So these adaptations I can only use once per campaign. So I have to kind of pick a good time to use it because it's kind of a use it or lose it type thing. So that's the first one. Then we have the Fervor of Lore. Attached to a hero, the attached hero gains the book resource icon. Choose a hero, or choose and discard 3 cards from your hand to heal all damage from a hero. Limit once per campaign. I don't have either of those resource types. Attached hero gains the spirit resource icon. Exhaust the attached hero to place 3 progress tokens on a location. Limit once per campaign. So we can get through a location faster. And then the attached hero gains the sword resource icon. So deal 1 damage to the attached hero to deal 3 damage to an enemy engaged with you. Limit once per campaign. So we can get rid of enemies faster. I think we are going to take the Secret of Leadership here. And we're going to give that to Dunn here so he can have the leadership icon. So I can use resources for leadership from Aragorn and Dunn here if I have to. Alright. So let's go ahead and read our first scenario card here. So after the raid. Alright. We're going to go ahead and read the flavor text. I know some people like to read it, some people don't, but the Marding goblins have raided a woodman village in the eaves of Mirkwood Forest. The goblins killed the guards and took many of the villagers captive. Those left behind beg you to rescue their loved ones. Setup. Search the encounter deck for 1 copy of the Eaves of Mirkwood and Goblin Troop, which I have right here. So add the Eaves of Mirkwood to the staging area. So we'll go ahead and put that up here. And set Goblin Troop aside out of play. Shuffle the encounter deck. So we'll set him up there. I'm sure he'll come in later. Alright, so this quest card takes 9 progress to advance. And you swear an oath to the survivors that you will rescue the captured woodmen and bring justice to the goblins who attacked them. Then you enter Mirkwood Forest to find their trail. So we need 9 progress to advance. And the Eaves of Mirkwood, as our first location that it's having us set up, requires 2 progress to advance when we choose to travel there. And when the Eaves of Mirkwood is the active location, encounter card effects cannot be canceled. So when I have that as my active location, I can't cancel any encounter effects. Starting threat is 29 for my 3 heroes. So we'll go ahead and get started here with our resource phase. So we'll give 1 resource to each of our heroes. And we will draw 6 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so it looks like we have an Unexpected Courage. We've got 2 Gandalfs. I have 2 Snowborn Scouts, which are nice little cheap allies. And I have a Celebrian's Stone, which can get 2 more questing power. And I can give Aragorn the Spirit icon, which is nice. These 2 Gandalfs are kind of clogging up the hand a little bit. I do have Unexpected Courage, and I have some cheap allies that can be played. Alright, we'll go ahead and go with it. I don't think I need to mulligan any. I think I can make this work here. Alright. Yeah, because I can play my Celebrian Stone because this guy has leadership icon. So I can pay for that immediately. Then I can have 2 more questing power. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. Alright, so let's start by drawing a card. We have Faramir, way too expensive to play for now. But at a later date, exhaust Faramir to choose a player. Each character controlled by that player gets +1 questing power until the end of the phase. That can help us quest later. So what I think we're going to do right now is, since I can use these 2 to buy leadership, I'm going to play my Celebrian Stone to give Aragorn +2 questing power. And I don't think I want to play an ally yet, because I want to be able to travel due to the Snowboard Scout ability. So I think that's all we're going to play for right now. So questing, I'm going to quest Aragorn. I don't need to ready him, so for 4. So we'll quest for 4, we'll quest for 8. We'll leave done here up for now. I've got 2 in the progress so far, so we're at 2. And of course we have a Goblin Sniper for 2 threat, 2 attack, 0 shield, and 2 health. He's not going to engage me for quite a while, so 48. So we'll leave him in the staging area, and I have the perfect character to deal with him. But during the encounter phase, players cannot optionally engage Goblin Sniper if there are other enemies in the staging area. If Goblin Sniper is in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, each player deals 1 damage to a character they control. So that's not a bad card. So we had 4, 8. We had 8, and we have 2, 4 here. So 4 progress is going to go on my card here. All right. So travel phase. I am going to travel to my Eves of Mirkwood location. And just a reminder, when Eves of Mirkwood is the active location, encounter effects cannot be canceled, which is fine because I don't have any cancel encounters in here. So now we're going to go to our encounter phase. I'm not going to optionally engage him. You'll see why in a second. He's not going to engage me because my threat's only 29 and his is 48. So now we have combat phase. I don't have any enemies, but done here can target enemies in the staging area when he attacks alone. When doing so, he gets +1 attack. So he's going to attack my Goblin Sniper in the staging area for 3. He's got 0 defense and 2 health. So that will kill him. So that's it. Then we're going to go to our refresh phase. So we get to refresh our heroes back up. Then resource phase. Give everyone a resource here. Draw a card. And we got Steward of Gondor. Attached hero gains 2 resources when you exhaust the character. Threat's going to go up by 1, so we're at 30. And we put a resource on our location here. All right, planning phase. So I could play my Steward of Gondor, or I could play my Unexpected Courage. I think I'm going to play, because I want to get an ally out. I want to get one of these Snowboard Scouts out as well. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to play 2 for Unexpected Courage here. Exhaust hero can ready, or exhaust Unexpected Courage to a ready attached hero. So I think we're going to attach that to Aragorn here. So either I don't have to spend a resource to ready him, or I can have him do 2 different three different things. I could have him quest, I could have him defend, and I could probably have him attack. That would be cool. And now I could either play Steward of Gondor or one of my Snowboard Scouts. I think I am going to, for one, play Snowboard Scout. So after Snowboard Scout enters play, choose a location, add 1 progress token to the location. So we're going to add 1 progress to our Eves of Mirkwood here. I think that's all we're going to do right now. So questing, I'm going to quest for 4, 5, 6, and I'm going to exhaust my Celebrian Stone for 8. Then I'm going to exhaust Unexpected Courage to ready Aragorn. So I've got 8 in play right now. 0 in the staging area. So let's see what we get here. We have a Treachery, Eves in the Dark, Doomed 1. So Doomed means I'm going to raise my threat by 1. And when revealed, each player must choose either raise your threat by 1 for each questing character you control, or discard a questing character you control. Let's raise the threat by 1 for each questing character I control. So that's going to be 2, so we're going to raise our threat by 2, because I quested 2 characters. That's fine. So we're questing for 8. So one's gonna go here on my Eves of Mirkwood and discard that location. So I have 7 left to put on here. 7 plus 4 is 11. That's plenty to flip this. So we're gonna go ahead and advance to our second questing card. So 2A, Mirkwood Forest. The Goblins Trail leads you deeper into the Dark Forest of Mirkwood. The enemy has a significant lead, but the sign of their passing is easy to follow. You may yet overtake them if you press on. So this is going to take 12 questing points to flip. When revealed, each player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a forest location and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. This stage cannot be defeated unless at least 1 copy of Goblin Trail is in the victory display. So let's go ahead and search our encounter deck for Goblin Trail so we can get that out of the way right now if it's not too bad. So most of the locations in here are forest locations. But this is kind of teaching you that you kind of want to get the worst ones out of the way as soon as possible. So we'll go ahead and find Goblin Forest. There's one. So Goblin Forest takes 6 progress to reveal, or to get rid of. To travel here, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. And when Goblin Trail leaves play, as an explored location, place 6 progress tokens on the current quest. So we get to kind of transfer the 6 progress that are on here to our current quest. So we'll add that to the staging area. It's got 3 threat on it. So we'll go ahead and shuffle our encounter deck here. All right. All right. So we quested travel phase. We will go ahead and travel to the Goblin Trail, and in order to travel here, we'll reveal the top card of the encounter deck. So we have a Goblin runner. It does have a surge. It's a goblin and an orc, so we'll go ahead and surge to the next one. And there's our stalking goblin that we were terrified of. So forced, after stalking goblin engages you, search the encounter deck, discard pile, and your collection for a goblin sniper and add it to the staging area. So we'll go ahead and do the Goblin Sniper that was in the discard pile. And we'll add it to the staging area. So all of a sudden we've got some enemies here. So we've got 2 of them that are going to engage with us right away. Then we've got the Goblin Sniper that won't engage with us for a while. Alright, so that got busy quick here. So, let's go to the travel phase. We're good. Encounter phase. So, these guys are going to both come after us here. Let's see here. Alright. So, we've got 2 enemies engaged with us. We'll keep the Goblin Sniper up in the staging area. Alright, so... now we will go ahead and resolve this. So we'll deal shadow cards here to our 2 enemies. I'm going to defend the Goblin Runner's attack with my Snowboard Scout. He's going to attack for 3. And we do a shadow effect. Choose and discard 1 attachment from a defending hero. If the attachment or the attack is undefended, discard all attachments. So luckily we defended it. So discard an attachment. Man. Let's discard the Unexpected Courage because we can always use a resource to ready Aragorn. So he's going to attack for 3, defense for 1 with 1, so that's going to kill our Snowboard Scout. Then I'm going to defend with Done here for this attack right here. So he's going to attack for 2. We have a shadow effect. Attacking enemy gets +1 for each goblin enemy engaged with you. We have 2 goblin enemies. So he's going to attack for 4. Defend 1. So wow, we take 3 damage. That hurt real bad, real quick. Alright, so we are going to attack with Aragorn here on our Goblin Orc. He's got 3 attack on 1 defense, 2 gets through. He's got 2 health, so that's going to kill the Goblin Runner. Alright, we're going to ready up here, or refresh. Gonna get 3 resources here. Put a resource on our scenario. Raise our threat by 1 to 34. Draw a card. And we got Hasty Stroke. Cancel a shadow effect. Just triggered. Could have used that card. Okay. Let's see here. We are going to play... let's play for 2, Steward of Gondor. We're going to put that on Aragorn. Alright. So then we will exhaust Steward of Gondor to get 2 resources on Aragorn. Then we're going to play our other Snowboard Scout here for 1. When Snowboard Scout enters play, put a progress token on the current location. We will do that. Alright, so I think that's all we're going to do right now, because all I've got is 2 Gandalfs, and if we have a bad shadow effect, we can always play this card, so I've got a resource. So questing, we will go for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we will spend a resource to ready Aragorn here. Okay, so we've got 8 in questing, and we've only got 2 in there. So let's see what we get here. We have a forest gate. A location has 2 threat and response. After you travel to Forest Gate, the first player may draw 2 cards. That's actually a good one there. So we had 8 and we have 4 in the staging area, so that leaves us with 4. I think I will discard a card, so I'm going to discard a Gandalf here to do 5 with Eowyn's effect. So that's going to put 5 on our location here, which requires 6, which will pass through this one. Response: when Goblin Trail leaves play as an explored location, place 6 progress tokens on the current quest. So the progress tokens basically get to move to this quest. It is a victory card, so we'll put that in our victory display up here. Alright, so I've got 6 progress tokens there. Now we have our travel phase. So I'm going to travel to this forest gate here. When I travel, after you travel to Forest Gate, the first player may draw 2 cards. So, we got a sneak attack. That's perfect for Gandalf. And we have another Faramir for later. The sneak attack Gandalf combo here is nasty. So for 1 coin, I can put an ally into play from my hand. At the end of the phase, that ally goes back. But with Gandalf, I can basically use him, put him in during the combat phase, deal 4 damage to an enemy, and then use him to either attack or defend as well. So that's a sick, nasty combo there. Alright, so we are going to enter the encounter phase. I'm not going to optionally engage my Goblin Sniper, because I've got a plan here for done here. So, now we're going to deal Shadow card for combat phase. I'm going to defend with... I'm going to defend with my Snowborn Scout here. Let's see if we have a shadow effect. We do. Choose and discard 1 attachment from the defending character. If this attack is undefended... wait a minute here. Is that the same one as before? Yes, it was the same one as before. I think I played that wrong. From the defending character. I defended with my Snowborn Scout here. So, my Unexpected Courage is not going to be discarded. So there are no attachments from my defending character. So, that is nothing. So I attack for 2, defense of 1 health, so that's going to kill him. Now, I can actually get a resource back here because I would have had Unexpected Courage to ready him. So I would have exhausted Unexpected Courage, had a resource here. So I do get 1 resource back there. Alright. I'm going to attack for 3, 4, 5. Defense for 2, so 3 gets through. That's going to kill the Stalking Goblin, so he leaves play there. Now I'm going to ready up, so all of my attachments here go up. Ready Aragorn, ready done here. Raise your threat by 1. Place 1 resource on the Oath. Draw a card. We have Son of Arnor. After Son of Arnor enters play, choose an enemy in the staging area or currently engaged with another player. Engage that enemy. So there's a nice little ally there. Then we can get resources on our characters. Gotta be real careful with Done here with 3 damage on him. Alright, planning phase. Let's see. Let's go ahead and we can put a Faramir into play here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 coins. Alright. I think that's all we're going to play right now. So, questing. So I'm going to quest for 4. We'll do 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll quest for 8. We'll add 2 resources to Aragorn with my Steward of Gondor. And then we will exhaust Unexpected Courage to ready Aragorn. So I'm questing for 8. Do we want to quest with Faramir? If there's an enemy, I kind of want to defend with him. I want to use this guy to take out the Goblin Sniper. Yeah, we'll hold off here, I think. So we'll quest for 8. Let's see what we draw here. An enemy. When revealed, discard the top card of each player's deck. Until the end of the phase, increase Goblin Town Scavenger's threat by the total printed cost of all cards discarded this way. Alright, so he's got 1 threat so far. So I'm going to discard the top card. So the top card is, the discard is X. So we're going to, I'm not sure what the official ruling on that is. But X, we're going to go with 0 there, because it technically doesn't have a cost. So we have 2, 3, and we had 8. So we have 5 to go through to our questing cards. So 5 is going to go, or actually 4 is going to go here to remove this location. And then we have 1 left over to go to this location here. Alright, so travel phase, we have no locations. Combat phase, I'm going to optionally engage the Goblin Scavengers here. So he's going to get himself a shadow card. I'm going to defend with Faramir here with this attack. So we have the Spider Den, no shadow effect. So he's going to attack for 1. I have shield 2, so I block. I'm going to attack with Aragorn, who's attacked for 3. He has shield 0, 3 health, so that will kill him. And then I'm going to attack my Goblin Sniper with Done Here. Done Here gets +1 when attacking from the staging area. So he's attacking for 3 to Goblin Sniper's shield 2, health 2. So he's dead. Now I'm going to ready all my characters and all my attachments here. Okay. 3 resources, increase my threat to 36. Place a resource on this card And draw a card. And we have another Hasty Stroke to cancel a shadow effect. Alright. Planning phase. Let's see. I'm going to exhaust Steward of Gondor to get 2 resources. But I'm going to play another Faramir. Which, actually I can't because he's unique. Alright. We'll spend 3 resources. So the 2 from Steward of Gondor plus 1 extra to play Son of Arnor to get him out here. And I think that's all we're going to play right now. Questing. So we'll do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll Unexpected Courage to ready Aragorn. So I'm at 8. And then we'll exhaust Faramir for 10. But exhaust Faramir to choose a player. Each character controlled by that player gets +1 questing until the end of the phase. So that's still 2. So I'll just use them as the questing ability. So we have 8, 9, 10. We have 10 questing with nothing in the staging area. So we have the Spiders of Merckwood. While it is engaged with you, Spiders of Merckwood gets +1 attack for each exhausted character you control. With 18 threat, 3 threat. With 18 threat, 3 quest, 2 attack, 2 shield, and 4 health. Yikes. He's not fun. Alright. So we quested for 4, 8, and 10. He's got 3. So I have 7. So that is enough to flip this, which required 12. And we're on our last quest card here, 3A. When revealed, the first player adds the set-aside Goblin Troop to the staging area. So Goblin Troop to the staging area with 35 threat, so he's coming after me. Each other player searches the encounter deck and discard pile for a goblin enemy and adds it to the staging area. Shuffle the encounter deck. There's no other players, so we can ignore that. This requires 6 threat, or 6 progress to move on. The goblins are aware of your pursuit and form a rear guard to confront you while the others retreat to their secret hideaway. You must defeat this troop before you can continue your chase. This stage cannot be defeated while Goblin Troop is in play. When this stage is defeated, the heroes discover the trail to the Goblin's secret lair and the players win the game. So I need 6 to advance, but I can't advance until Goblin Troop is destroyed. Alright. So, they're both going to engage with me due to my threat. So, in the encounter phase. Then they're both going to get a shadow card here. Alright, so I'm going to defend. Engages with you. Each other goblin enemy engaged with you gets +1 and +1 defense. Yikes. Alright. So luckily the spiders is not goblin, so he can't boost on that. Alright, so I'm going to defend the Goblin Troops attack with my Son of Arnor here. So he's attacking for 5. Goblin Sniper, no shadow effect. So he's attacking for 5, 2 health, so he's dead. Then 1, 2, I've got 2. So he's attacking for 4. I'm going to defend with Aragorn. So he's attacking for 4, Shadow effect. Attacking enemy gets +1. So he's attacking for 5. I'm going to spend 1 coin to play my Hasty Stroke and cancel that shadow effect. So the shadow effect. So he's only attacking for 4. Aragorn has a defense of 2, so he's going to take 2 damage, is Aragorn here. Alright. So now I have my attack phase. So we're going to attack, really doesn't matter here. Attack, block 2, doesn't do anything. So refresh phase here. Alright, so we get resources. Put 1 resource on our here. Raise our threat by 1. Draw a card. Steward of Gondor, or for Gondor. So for Gondor, until the end of the phase, all characters get +1 attack. All Gondor characters also get +1 shield until the end of the phase. We have 1 Gondor character out. Alright. So, let's see here. So I'm going to use my action to add 2 resources to the pool here. Alright, I'm thinking about playing... Thinking about sneak attacking Gandalf in. I wish I would have had my other Gandalf. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to save that. Alright, so questing. Alright, so questing, we're going to quest for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to quest for 8. We're going to spend a resource to ready him. So I want to keep Unexpected Courage up. Alright, so we're questing for 8. We technically have nothing in the staging area. So we have the Tangled Grove for X. X is the number of locations in the staging area, which is just 1. Each player must discard 1 random card from their hand to travel there. So we have 8 minus 1 is 7. So 7 progress go to the staging area, but only 6 can be there. So we technically have enough to flip, but we have to defeat the Goblin Sniper, or not the Goblin Sniper, the Goblin Troop to go there. So travel phase, we're going to leave that there because I don't want to discard my sneak attack or Gandalf or my hasty stroke here. Alright, so encounter phase, nobody to encounter with us. So then we have our combat phase. So I'm going to deal shadow cards here. And I am going to play 1 for sneak attack. Put 1 ally card into play at the end of the phase. It returns to your hand. I'm going to play Gandalf. After Gandalf enters play, choose 1. Either draw 3 cards, deal 4 damage to 1 enemy, or reduce your threat by 5. We are going to deal 4 damage to 1 enemy, we are going to deal 4 damage to our Spiders of Merckwood, which is going to kill it, along with the encounter card or shadow effect card. Okay. Then let's see here. I'm going to... Alright, so who do I want to defend with here? We need 9 to kill him. Attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that would do it. That would actually kill him if I defended with here. Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to defend with Faramir. He's going to attack for 5 with a shadow effect of Wild Wargs, no shadow effect. So 5, shield 2. So 3 remaining. He's got 3 health, so Faramir is gone. So now I'm going to attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got 3 shields, so 6 go through. So that's going to kill my Goblin troop. And that automatically triggers this to flip. And we have successfully won the game. Alright. So let's see here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources here. So let's see what the response is. If there are 6 or more resource tokens here, which we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so there's not. If there are 6 or more resource tokens here, the thought of the captured villager's suffering weighs heavily on you. Add guilty conscience treachery burden to the campaign pool. Well, there's only 5, so we don't have to do that. So we can just move on to the second and last scenario. Alright, so in our campaign log, I haven't used my adaptation yet, my Secret of Leadership, so we get to save that for our next scenario. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Again, this was the first scenario in the Dark of Mirkwood scenario pack called The Oath. We are going to play the second scenario in the campaign. If you want to know the cards in my deck here, I have attached a link to my deck list in the video description, so you can see what deck I am playing with here. Yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.